So we're pretty much done with drafting. You guys should have learned everything you really need to know to make basic engineering drawings in Autodesk Inventor. Now we're going to move on to creating assemblies. So this is where we put all our parts together, just assembling them. So we're going to open a new file, so new. Now we've used IPT, we use DWGs, this for drawings, this is for parts. Now we're going to do .iam, standard.iam for our assemblies. So hit OK, and it'll open up a blank assembly file. Now first we're going to go over the component box, then we'll move down the line as we have done in the past videos. So to place a component, we need to first, basically the process in assembling is you place your components and then you position them. And that's really all there is to it. You just place individual parts and then snap them together, so to speak. So we're going to hit the place button and it'll open up this window. So we place component. Now we're going to place our .ip .ipts? Yeah, .ipts. We can also place .iams, which are assemblies, so we can assemble something, save it as a .iam, and then place it into another assembly and build it up further, so to speak. That's what I did with the train. I think I built the second car, the one that looks like it carries coal or something, and then that was an assembly, and then I assembled it to the locomotive. So now we're going to pick our piece to place. Let's go with a 2x4 brick. So now it's placed once. I can place it again just by clicking. Place it as many times as I want. Right click, done. And now we've placed our pieces in no particular order. So they're not together or anything, but yeah, that's a place components. And we can also, these are also useful, so we'll go over these. Let me get the planes going again. Okay, so we can, let's start with mirror. We can mirror a piece, or a component. So if we pick the component to mirror, let's pick this one. And then we just pick a mirror plane, same as all the other mirrors we've done. Let's mirror it on this plane. Hit next. Okay, and as you see, it's mirrored it. So that piece has been mirrored on this plane. What else can we do? We can copy. So let's select the components we want to copy. We want to copy this and this. Next. Okay. There we go, copied. It's all really straightforward. Now replace. If we hit replace and we pick our component that we want to replace, that replaces this component anywhere in space with another. So now we'd go in here, find our .ipt. So let me do that. Let me go back to, let me navigate back to the folder with my parts. It'll essentially replace that part with another part. So if you built up something and then you had maybe two different, let's say for the bike, you had two different forks. You wanted to replace the first fork with the second fork, see how it looks. That's how you would do that. You just use the replace and it will replace it exactly. Just bear with me while I find this other part. Let's replace it with a 2x1 brick. There we go, replaced with a 2x1, just a different .ipt, different part file. What else can we do? We can pattern. So let's get our axes going. So let's make a pattern. Click pattern, select the component. Let's do this component. We can do a rectangular pattern or a circular pattern. So circular pattern, you have to pick the axes. So pick our axes, and then as you see, it patterned it around. So 90 degrees. We could say that's the distance between each one. So we could specify, let's say, 20 degrees. And then we pick the number we want. So if we want 4, we could have 5, we could have 10, etc. We could change the direction just by clicking this. It's the same as all the other stuff we've been doing. We could also make a rectangular pattern. So we'll go back into pattern, pick this. We want to pattern this whole thing rectangularly. So direction 1, direction 2, just picking direction vectors, just like we did in the other patterns. Oh crap, I hit escape. Okay, so rectangular, direction 1, direction 2, and then you pick the distance and the number you want. So let's say 10 inches in between. Like it's like grid spacing, so 10-inch grid spacing. As you can see, is rectangularly patterned this circular pattern. Hit OK. There we go. That's basically all you need to know for the component section. Next video, I'll show you the real crucial step, positioning. So how we're going to stack these blocks on top of each other, sort of. So stay tuned for the next one on positioning.